Okay. So let's, if you're playing music, click on that Shape of You song on your device, and we'll get going. A few minutes late. Oh, these bodies moving. So we're gonna do the step touch. So bring your arms out. Can you guys still hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, okay, good. So stretch those arms out. 3, 2, and 1. And let's bring our legs all the way together. You can turn the mat facing the other way if you want. And then step out with one leg, and then reach and touch. Reach. Let's start to gather those belly buttons in back towards the spine a little bit, engaging that core. Just not allowing the rib cage to flare open. And you're coming nice and big, but it's not like overly big steps, but big enough that you're feeling like a little bit of a stretch through the inner thigh. 2, 2, last 1, and 1. Okay, so bring your right leg back, reach your arms forward, and we're gonna do these one knee in. 4, pull those elbows back. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that same leg back. Step back into a little lunge and then kick up high for 8, 7, 6. Let the arms move freely however you want. 5, 4. It's more about the kick and the stretch to the hamstring. 3, whoop, 2, and 1. Now separate your feet nice and wide. Heels in, toes out. Soften the knees. Let's bring a twist. Let the back heel lift and reach. Draw the belly button in and allow the rib cage, above the belly button, the rib cage to twist. Now add the reach up on a diagonal. Reach. Now add the reach down on a diagonal. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Step touch, and we'll do the other side in a second. Reach the arms. Step touch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now your left leg goes back. You reach up and you pull the knee in, like with some vigor. Pull it in. Step it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we step back. Oops. And then kick up. 8, 7. Again, more about the stretch of the leg up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And 1. Back to those legs wide apart. This time, just like little stretches on one side with a bounce through the knees. So like little squats. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch for 10, 9, 8. Bend and extend the legs. 7, 6. Reach side body. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now 5 reps. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch. 5 reps. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we'll alternate for 5. 5 and 4. Last 3. Getting warm in here. 2 and 1. Now come to standing. Hug a knee in. Keep hugging your knee in. I'm going to turn the fan on. All right. Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Give it a squeeze. And now switch to some quad stretches. Dynamic, side to side. 2 and 1. Awesome. All right, come to the bottom of your mat. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from your hips, walk forward to a plank. Draw your shoulder blades back. Draw your belly in, hold it. Just hold it. Push the ground away. Oh, here we are at planks again, right? Do you guys miss doing planks? 5, 4, 3, 2. Now mountain climbers, 10 of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Push the ground away. 4, draw the shoulder blades back. 3, 2, downward facing dog. Soften one knee and then the other. Now push the mat away like you're pushing it forward and draw your weight back into the legs and the hips. Really soften one knee and then the other a lot. 2 and 1. Float back to your plank. Draw the shoulder blades back, right? 8 mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Push the mat away. Soften the knees a little bit. Send those hips up and back for 3, 2. Last set of mountain climbers. Float forward to your plank. Plug those shoulder blades back. 6 mountain climbers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips up and back. Bend the knees. Walk your hands back, back, back to your feet. Place your hands on your thighs and come all the way up to standing. All right, grab a towel if you need a little drink. Grab a single 5-pound weight. All right. I'm getting sweaty already. Oh, man. All right. So getting back into it after a week, right? Take the weight in whichever hand you want to start with. Squat and toss. So now, each time you squat, we had practiced these like little squats in the warm-up, but now hinging from your hips, placing your elbows to the inside of your knees, every time, hugging that belly in towards the spine. 5 and 4. Toss it. Nice. 3, 2. Of course, if it bothers your knees to come that deep, don't do it. 1. Woo. All right. So now take your weight into your right hand and take your right leg back into a lunge. So this is where you'll kind of control how deep you go. We'll do 10 little down and up lunges. 10, 9. Now, so reconnect with the legs. 8. Push up with both legs. 7. Maybe you just go down an inch. Maybe you come down, almost tap the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now hold it like you're in a crescent lunge, right? Fire up that back thigh. Hinge forward into a flat back. Bring that right arm straight up and back. You can take your left hand on your thigh. Keep your hips square. Lift that arm up a little higher. Plug the shoulder blade back and pulse that arm up. Press, press. So stay deep in the legs, strong in the legs to support. If you feel a little balance challenged here, separate your feet a little wider. Stay higher with the pulses. Hold the weight a little more softly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we'll bend the elbow and do some hammer curls, right? Your palm stays in. Then we're going to add a little combination to this. So it's a bend, extend the arm, then lift the knee up and bend the elbow. So it's a step back and a bicep curl. A step back and then a balance. 4. You can bring that left arm out to the side. 5, 6, 7, look straight ahead. 8, 9, woo, and 10, and just shake that out. Awesome. Switch sides. So left leg steps back, left hand holds the weight, and we're upright in our lunge. Back heel is off the ground and it's pointing straight back. Knees are pointing straight forward. Shoulders down, down and up. You control the distance, but challenge yourself if you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it down on 10. So straighten that back leg. Sink deeper into the front knee if you can. Take the right hand on the thigh, hinge forward, bring that left arm way up. Plug the shoulder blade back, draw your belly in, and we've got 20 pulses here. 3, 4. Hold the weight as softly as you can, like so soft that you could almost drop the weight. And then add a squeeze with the triceps to lift the whole arm up. Stay as high up as you can. 10, 9, it's like a general 20 count. 8, 7, 6, an approximation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hammer curls, right? Hammer curls. Then we'll add a little down bend. So everything bends. The knee comes up and the elbow bends. You step back and you nail that balance. Look forward. Don't swing the weight. Imagine this weight is 20 pounds, right? 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. One last thing. Grab a quick drink. I just need a quick drink, so you grab it if you need it. One last thing. I wanted to kind of gradually get back into the weight in case you guys took a break. I did a little bit, but I didn't do any strength training really, other than a couple of yoga. Okay. I love this one, right? I think I'll get messed up if I try to mirror it. So right hand holds the weight. Everybody, right hand holds the weight, although it looks like. Now, you'll squat down, and then you lift the left leg out to the side. So it's outer thigh lift. Then we'll add the right arm up. So it's a squat, lift the left leg, squat, reach up. Now your palm is facing in towards your body, and when you lift that left leg, it's lifting the left thigh, squeezing it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we hold it with the leg extended, lower the arm. Lift that left leg out to the side, hold your balance, take your hand on your hip. Draw your belly in, push down into that standing leg. Little pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6. Flex that foot more. Squeeze that outer thigh more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch the weight. Squat. Let's go right to the other side. Lift. So again, the squat is, if you can, elbows to the inside of the knees. And then it's a lot of focus on squeezing that outer thigh to lift it up. Squeeze that outer thigh to lift the leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Take your hand on your hip, find your balance, lower the arm. Draw the belly in, pulse that leg up. Squeeze that outer thigh. Stay tall through the crown of your head. Squeeze it, maybe a little higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take that weight in both hands on either side. Last thing here. Then we're moving on. Reach up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So get your 10-pound weights ready over by your mat. If you need a quick drink, so you could put the plate mitts on those and use those, okay? All right. All right. So let's get our 10-pound candy. If you need a quick drink, is that okay? Just put them off to the side, off by your mat somewhere. We're coming down onto our mat, hitting the abs a little bit, okay? So there'll be a modification to keep your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat if you need that without the flexion, okay? So we're going through the ab 5 series, right? So bend your knees, extend your arms, let everybody roll down to the tip of your shoulder blades. And then if you need to lower your head down, like osteoporosis, then lower your head down now. Otherwise, curl up into a crunch and grab behind your thighs. Curl up a little bit more. Good. Now, everybody, extend the right leg out and take your hands on top of your left knee. If you're crunching up, you crunch up more. If you're staying on the mat with your head down, you're drawing that low belly in. Now lower that right leg a little bit lower. Curl up a little bit more if that's right for you. Draw your shoulders down. And now switch and switch. Slow, switch and switch. Plug the shoulder blades down towards your hips. Reach those legs out long. Pay attention to the back. Engage the front belly, the front of the core, so that it doesn't come into your back. Last one. Bring your hands behind your head or your head staying on the mat. Double leg stretch, right? Bring your hands behind your head, this little break. Curl up a little bit more. Now everybody release the arms. Reach the fingertips towards the feet on the outside of those shins. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, reach. If you're staying down on the mat, you're still doing this with your head, neck, and shoulders down. And it's a lot of engagement through the belly. Now you choose, lower with the legs if you can. If it doesn't come into your belly, slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head, right? If you're crunched up or you stay down. Everybody reach those legs straight up or scissors next. Curl up a little more. Plug the shoulder blades down. Flex through the feet. Lower one leg down. Hold it. And now switch. Hold it. See how that belly has to ignite. And switch. And switch. Push those heels away. Keep drawing the belly button down towards the mat. Switch. And switch. Put those shoulders down. Curl up a little more if your head's off the mat. 2, 2. Last 1. And 1. All right, hold the hands behind the head or if your head's on the mat. Curl up a little more if that's what you're doing. Heels together, toes apart. Draw the low belly in. Lower your legs to where you can really feel it in the belly. And then come back up. Lower and lift. Now pay attention to that back. Can you engage the belly a little more? And can you lower the legs down to the point where it's just before the back will want to arch? Just before. 5 more. 5. These burn usually, right? 4. Can add a little reverse crunch here. 3. Little peel up, peel down. 2. And 1. Oh, feel that burn. Bend the knees. Tabletop. All right. Opposite over to opposite knee. Or you just extend one leg and then the other. 3, 4, 5. Lift and twist. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Rest. Hug the knees into the chest. Oh, man. Whew. All right, so either roll onto your side. If you're taking care of that back, roll onto one side and push yourself up to your seat. If your back's very happy, grab the back of your thigh, roll up and balance. Woo, stick your teaser. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Flip over onto all fours. Give yourself a few cats and cows. I don't know about you guys, but my belly is burning. Let that belly relax in your cows. Round your spine in your cat. All right. Moving into strength, right? Set up your hands for push-ups. My hands are as wide as my mat. My fingertips are turned in a little bit. I'm going to step back into a high push-up position on my toes, but then I'll be putting my knees down, right? So everybody come up here, up on your toes. Plug your shoulder blades down, right? Now from here, don't change anything. Just gently place the knees down so you're in one straight line. You can cross the ankles if you want, or just let those shins and feet relax. Plug those shoulder blades back a little more, draw the belly in. Let's do it. 15 push-ups. 1, yes we can. 2, 3, no pause at the top or the bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep that belly drawing in and up. 8, 9, 5 more, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your knees on the mat. Place your forearms down on the mat. So now we're just in that same position. Pull the elbows towards the knees. Pull the knees towards the elbows. Try to wrinkle your mat. Pull the knees towards the elbows, elbows towards the knees. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Forearm plank. Draw the shoulders back. Draw the belly in. Count to 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Push the ground away. 3, 2. Lower the hips. Relax the belly. Sphinx pose. Forearms on the mat. So let your rib cage soften forward. Let your chest soften forward. And invite a gentle back bend all the way up the spine. Pull the forearms back. Draw the low belly in just a little bit. Soften the chest forward, soften the rib cage forward. Soften the jaw. And then let's push ourselves up into all fours. Good. And go ahead and grab your 10-pound weight. Now you have a choice here, right? If your knees bug you, or if you want a pad under your knees, you can do that. Option 1, step your right foot forward for kneeling back rows. Option 2, if it doesn't feel good for your knee to be down, come up into a lunge and do it, right? But whatever we do, arms down by your sides, palms facing in, we're holding our weights, we're hinging forward, and our chest is drawing forward and our back is staying nice and flat, right? Row up, pause, and come down. Hold the weight softly. Pause, squeeze. 2. Up and squeeze. 3. Squeeze those shoulder blades in towards your spine. 4. Draw that belly in. 5. Flat back. 6. Look forward a little bit. Squeeze. 7. Add that squeeze like you're trying to hold, like, I don't know, a $100 bill in between those shoulder blades. Squeeze it in there. 5 more. 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Step back, again on your knees, or now you can be standing. Open your palms forward, bicep curls. Belly draws in. 2, all the way down, all the way up. So they're down by your thighs. Let's open them out by the sides. 4, try not to super grip the weight. 5, 6, resist down. 7, 8, 9, and now we're going to add some challenge, right? Up halfway, all the way down. Up 60%, all the way down. Up 70%. Going to 80. Going to 90. And now hold them halfway. 5 little ones. 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, if your knees are bothering you, come to standing. 1, all the way down. 50%. 60%. We're going through that round one more time. 70, 80, 90. Hold it halfway. Little ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. way down, all the way up. 5, this is it. 4, stay controlled, try not to swing at all. 3, 2, woo, and 1. All right, take the weights with you. Before we go to the other leg with the back rows, we're going to tricep skull crushers. So take your weights. Now, if you know that 10 pounds are too heavy, right, lighten them up a little bit. Or if you know 10s are like, well, stay with the 10s for the first round. I don't want you to go heavier. Slowly lower down onto your back. Place your heels in pretty close to your bum. Elbows are resting on the mat. Lift your hips up into a bridge. Now draw your tailbone towards your heels, draw your belly in, and push those weights straight up to the sky. Plug your shoulder blades down. We have 15 reps. Let's do it. Tap by your ears and push up. 1. Try to keep those elbows in the same spot. 2, 3. You can add a dip and squeeze of the bum. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 5 more. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the weights down. Bring yourself up to your seat. Good. Place the weights down on the floor, and let's come up to standing. Oh. All right. Grab a quick drink if you need it. All right. When you're ready, squat, squat. Getting into the legs a little more now. And then we'll go to the back rows with the other knee forward. We're going to add some inner thighs, right? So it's a squat, lift, squat, squeeze. Slow in the speed. Really squeeze that inner thigh in towards the midline. Squeeze. 5, squeeze. 4, 3. Of course, we got to hold it and balance on the last one. Last one, hold it, okay? Bring your arms out first. Open that knee out to the side. Flex the foot. And now slowly lower the arms. Keep your gaze forward if you can. Squeeze that inner thigh to lift the leg. Squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're not done with this leg yet. 4, 3, 2. We'll add a curtsy, right? So it's up, curtsy, up, curtsy. Squeeze. 3, 4. Stepping back, curtsy. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, either low impact or regular jacks, you choose. Shake that all out. Nice and big. Land softly on the feet. Change the arms whatever way you want. Just change them. Maybe reach up, maybe down. Keep jacking. Change the arms. Maybe reach forward. Keep going. 10, 9, change the arms. 8, 7, change the arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out a little bit. Here we go. Back squat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hinging from the hips. 8, 9. Now we add that inner thigh, right? Squat, pull it in. 2, 3, 4. Not just lifting the leg in, squeezing it in with the inner thigh. 5, 6, 7. We got it, we got it. 8, 9. Here we go. Hold it. Start with the arms out. Root down with the standing leg. Flex that foot. Open the knee out. Draw the belly in. Pulse. 5, 6, 7. I forget how many we did on the other side. Was it 10? I don't know. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, curtsy, curtsy, and squeeze. 1, 2, the curtsies are 4, there we go. 5, get your rhythm. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one, skip, 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 bouncing, bringing the knee up, and a kick if you'd like, or just keep the knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's go to heavier weights now. Similar thing. So if you've got 10s, go to 12, maybe 15. All right? You can keep those, and I'm going to keep the doodads. Can you do 15-pound skulls? Maybe. It's a cheeky for being here in person, right? I gave Brigitte my 15s, and I'm taking the 12 and a half. All right, place your weights off to the side. Push-ups to start, right? So come on down. Your choice, right? If those kneeling push-ups were where you need to be today, stay. But if you do feel that that's where you need to be, truly be true to yourself. Maybe start with 5 high, right? If you're not quite sure, start with high, right? Up on your toes. Bring your feet a little wider apart so that you can use those muscles in the legs to help push you up as well. Now check that your wrists are pretty much underneath your shoulders. Draw your belly in. Let's go. Down and up. Push up with the thighs. Push up with the belly. 2, 3, 4, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. If you go to your knees, go deeper. 6, 5, 4. Don't let that belly hang out. 3, 2. Place the knees down. Come on your forearms. Pull the elbows to the knees to the elbows. Pull them. Wrinkle them out. Pull back more. Pull up more. 3, 2. Come up onto your forearms and your knees off the mat. Draw your shoulder blades back. Draw the belly in. Option, tap both knees down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lightly tap, bring them up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest the hips. Sphinx pose. Soften the heart. Pull the forearms back. Gentle back bend. Lessen the neck. Lessen the jaw. 5. Long breaths. 4. Enjoy this. 3, 2. And push yourself up and grab your heavier weights. One more set of back rows. All right. Left foot steps forward. Be careful with the weights. Don't twist and lift them ever. Right. And again, you can do the standing. You can put a little pad under that knee. If you feel like you're not sure, fold up the mat from the side to give yourself a little more padding. Right. Grab those weights. Heavier weights, shoulders down, hinge forward, back flat, back rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze up and in. 5, 6. Add that squeeze in. 7. Less squeeze on the weight. 8. No squeeze on the jaw. 9. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Now again, option. If the knees are happy, you can stay on your knees. Stand up if you'd rather, right? If those knees need a break. Spin your palms, Open the weights by your side. So you have this little flare out to the side. Up and down. 1, 2, nice. 3, hug that belly in. 4, 5, think about going up 90% of the way. 6, all the reps are 90% of the way. 7, in other words, you're not pausing at the shoulders. 8, 9, good job. 5 more. You can do it. 5. You can always go like this. 4 with the hips, keeping your back flat though. 3, 2, looking good. And 1. Option, now put those weights down. Option to grab some lighter weights. Do you want lighter ones, Brigitte, for the skulls? Because we can do a little swap. All right. Yeah. All right, so grab your weights. Coming down to hit the triceps. So carefully place your weights on your thighs. We're not going to do as many reps here. Lower down, bring your heels in, push your hips up, right? Get those knees right over the heels, feet hip distance apart. Push the weight straight up, plug the shoulders down, draw the belly in, and begin. Bend the elbows and push up. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, woo! 5, 6, even if it gets a little floppy, 7, or if you have to kind of pause one arm and move one at a time, 8, 9, 10's my limit on these. Place the elbows down. Come all the way up. However, nice work. Woo. Drink if you need it, towel if you need it. Come up to standing, please. All right, last little round, okay? All body weight round, okay? Some options, get your stuff out of the way. We're going to be moving up and down the mat. Get your stuff away from your mat. We don't need the weights anymore. Just a body weight, cardio, strength kind of finale before we end with a little Pilates and stretches, right? All right, start in a wide squat, straddling your mat at the bottom of the mat, right? Squat down deep, draw that belly in. We'll start with little frog walks. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Get to the top of the mat, and here you have 8 pulses or 8 hops. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the first time we'll go conservative. Place your hands down, step back to a plank, right? Draw that belly in, good. 10 twisty mountain climbers. Twist one knee towards the opposite elbow. Twist, twist. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips down, dog. Step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Come up into your squat, right? Step back. Lift and lower. So that's option 1 on these rounds, right? We get to the back. 8 pulses or 8 hops. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down deep. Walk forward. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Good. Pulse or hop. 8, 7, 6. I know. 5, 4, 3, 2. Place the hands. Maybe hop back to your plank. Nice. Twisty mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the hips. Either step or hop outside your hands. Come up. Woo. Walk back or hop back 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 pulses or hop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4. Hop forward. 4. Or walk. 3, 2. Place your hands. Hop back. Woo. 8 twisty mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the hips. Walk or hop. Come up. Hop back or walk back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now stand. One more thing. Shake that out. Get your breath a little bit. Stay at the bottom of your mat. All right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms go out to the side. Bend the knees. Hinge forward. Walk forward into a plank. All right, now options to take the left knee down or pivot the heels to the left side plank. Look up. Draw that left shoulder blade down towards your hip. Reach up, lift the hips. Now from here, think about it. Carefully come straight into a forearm plank. Right forearm first, left forearm second, and stay. Count 5, 4, 3. Now stay with me. Pivot the left forearm so it's parallel to the top border of your mat. Pivot your heels to the left. Take that right arm up to the side. You're in a side forearm plank. Dip and lift the hips to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, higher, 3, higher, 2. Now think about it. Pivot, push up into a high plank. My voice gets really high when I can tell. Pivot the heels to the right. Make sure that right wrist is under your right shoulder. Lift the hips. Side plank. Option to take that right knee down if you need that. 5. Look up. 4. Maybe smile. 3, 2. Think about it. Pivot. Left forearm. Followed by the right. Forearm plank. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pivot the right forearm. Pivot the hips. Stack the feet maybe, or feet keep them railroaded. Dip and lift the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. And now pivot, come right up into a high plank to a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Push the mat away. Good. Lower the knees down and come up onto your knees. Woo, reach those arms up to the sky. All right, so let your hips feel like they're heavy, sinking down towards the ground. And then lift your rib cage up. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Feel that, like space that you're generating between your hips and your rib cage. Keep that. Keep that, keep that. And bring your hands to fists right at the small of your back. Add that lift again, lifting the rib cage up, and like a balloon is attached to your sternum. Let the sternum lift up into camel, this gentle, make it gentle with hands right up to the lower back. Whew. Good, and release. Come into all fours, do a couple of little cat-cows, and we're going to finish with just a little bit more, a couple of abs and a couple of cobra, swan, back strengthening. All right. So coming all the way down onto our back. Keep the left foot on the floor and reach the right leg up to the sky. All right. Now, option one, if you're modifying and keeping your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat, is you will simply lower and lift the leg, lower and lift that right leg, right? But if you don't need to keep your head, neck, and shoulders down today, Bring your hands behind your head. Curl up to the tip of your shoulder blades and let your head rest in your hands. Flex through the foot. Curl up a little bit more. Good. Lower the leg. When it comes back up, you twist towards it. Lower and twist. Lower and twist. Good. Really push through the leg. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now everybody come to the center. Lift both legs up towards the sky. Curl up a little more if that's what you're doing. A little bit higher. Good. Now lower the legs a third. Keep that belly drawing in and up. Lower another third, but still that you can control it in the belly. Lower a final third so where you can keep it in the belly. Hold it. Good. And then lift back up. 2 more. Lower third. Lower another third. You can also tuck your hands underneath your bum and keep your head down. Lower another third and come back up. Last one. Lower a third. Another third. See how that belly kicks in to protect? Lower the final third. Come back up. Place your right foot on the ground. Lower and lift leg, add a twist, 10. If you're crunching up, 9, or you can stay down, 8. Curl up, crunch, 7. Twist and crunch, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curl up again, both legs go up to the sky. Option to rest your head down. I'm going to do that this time. Rest my head down. Tuck my thumbs underneath my bum. Lower the legs a third. Another third. See if you can lower, even lower with your thumbs tucked under your bum if you're doing that. And then control with the belly, come back up. Maybe add a little reverse crunch, lower third. Let your jaw relax, another third. A final third. Maybe you hover off the ground with the support underneath your bum. Slowly come back up, control it, peel up. Last one, a third. A third. A final third, maybe a hover. Control it up, maybe a little reverse crunch. Let your arms open out to a big giant T. Let your feet rest on the mat, feet as wide as your mat, toes off the mat, heels on the mat. Let your knees just drop side to side. Effortlessly, let them windshield wash. Let your arms completely go. Release. And now place those feet down. Roll over onto your belly. Oops. My earbud. Sorry. My earbud fell out. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, good. On your belly. Heel of your hands underneath your armpits. Fingertips pointing straight ahead. Reach through the big toes. Draw in with your low belly. Fire up the inner thighs towards the sky. Hover the legs just a little bit off the ground. Reach through the big toes a little more. Now pull the heel of the hands back. Lift your chest up and forward, think forward. Soften the heart forward. Hover the heel of your hands now off the mat. Engage those inner thighs up. Engage the low belly up. Everything's lifting up. Chest is reaching up and forward. 3, 2, now keep the lift. Reach your arms back by your side, palms facing in towards your body. Reach through those big toes. 4, 3, 2, peel up and lower all the way down. Turn your head to the side. Whew. And now last one, come into goalpost arms. Elbows out to the sides. Palms facing the floor. Look down. Press down into the tops of the feet now. Lift those palms off the ground. Draw in with the low belly. Lift those arms off the ground. Lift up. Now maybe lift the legs. Start with the chest drawing forward though. Open up wide through the chest. Now keep that chest wide open and then reach your arms back. 4, 3, 2, and let your arms rest. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Completely let go. Whew. And start to push yourself up into all fours. Do a couple of little rounds of cat and cows. Nice. And open your knees now as wide as your mat. Toes are together, knees are as wide as your mat. Sink your hips back towards your heels and reach your arms out long, long, long. So your arms are active here and the fingertips are reaching forward. Now breathe into the space, the space that you're creating here in the spine. Draw your hips back as you draw your fingertips forward. Breathe into the side ribs too. Now keep your hands where they are, extended way out in front of you. Come up onto your knees. Bring those knees in towards each other. Tuck your toes in a downward facing dog. Keep your knees a little soft. Push the mat forward. Spin your triceps in towards your ears. Send your inner thighs back. Let your seat be soft. Let your knees be soft. Let your heels draw towards the ground. And now lift that right leg up to a three-legged dog. Keep your hips square. Take your knee to your chest, and then maybe take your right hand to grab that right ankle forward into a lunge. Place your left knee down. Bring your arms up to a crescent, knee down crescent. Open those elbows again out to the sides. Wide open chest. Find your gentle cobra here. Let your hips glide forward. And then open the arms. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Lengthen the leg into a half split. Soften the back of your knee. Draw your toes towards your nose. Whew. And let's bend into that knee. Place your hands to the inside of your foot. Curl up the back toes and lift the back knee. Pivot all 10 toes so that they're pointing towards the long edge of your mat. So pivot to the long edge of your mat. Spin your heels in, toes out, and just go side to side, little skandasana. You can go up higher, you can come down lower, but make sure your heels are in towards each other and your toes are out. Now, the next time your left knee is bent, pivot around to face the back of your mat. Now your left knee is bent. Lower the back knee down. Come up onto your knee. Open those arms out to goalpost arms. Soften your heart. A gentle back bend. Soften through the neck and jaw. And then open the arms out. Soften the fingertips to the mat. Lengthen that front leg into a half split. Soften the back of the knee. Can you lengthen your spine and draw your heart forward as you draw your sit bones back? Good. And then bend back into that front knee. Curl up that back toe back into your lunge. Pivot one more time towards the long edge of your mat. This time have your toes pointing straight ahead. Bring your hands right down in front underneath your shoulders. Soften the knees a little bit, come into a flat back. Bring a little bit more weight into the balls of your feet. Keep your left hand down. Draw that low belly in, take your right arm out to the side and take a twist. Right arm reaches up. Keep pushing down into the feet. Find some freedom in the spine. And then place the right hand down, lengthen the spine, draw the belly in, and take your twist to the other side. Come back to center. Soften the knees a lot. Toe heel your feet in a little towards each other. Bring your hands to your thighs and slowly come all the way up to standing. Bring your feet to hip distance apart. Inhale those arms, reach them up. Exhale, a little side bend stretch. And go to the other side. And reach up, inhale. And exhale. We are done. Yay. Awesome. All right, pause the recording. So we'll get the hips. If you have sneakers on, take them off. And you can leave your socks on if you want. Take your blanket and make it into a roll, nice tight roll if you have a blanket or a towel or anything. Now, if you don't have a blanket handy, no worries, grab your yoga blocks and you can do a similar heart opening with that. So if you have 2 yoga blocks, you'd set one up halfway high and the other one high, so the high one supports your head and the lower one supports the back of your shoulders. Otherwise, you have a blanket roll underneath the bottom of your shoulders or a beach towel. Carefully bring yourself down onto your back with this, either that lower block or the blanket right at the base of your shoulder blades, like right at the bottom of your bra strap. And if it doesn't feel quite right, like if your blanket's really thick and you feel like it's just too much, unroll some of it. Also, you can place a block underneath your head if you feel like it's too much of a throat opener, right? Do you want a block, Brigitte? There's one here. All right, and now make a choice to breathe and allow space into your heart space, softening into the support beneath you. And you can start with whatever shape in your legs, with your legs feels good. So for me, it feels good just to start with my knees bent, feet on the floor. You can also extend your legs. You can also come into Supta Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart. So whatever, and maybe there's another choice I'm just not thinking of. If you feel like the blanket roll needs to be just a little bit different, just wiggle yourself, settle in, like kind of wiggle in so that you feel comfortable. Close your eyes. And now bring your awareness to your breath, allowing not only your rib cage to receive the in-breath, but also your low belly. So let's everybody exhale everything out wherever you're at. And let's all take a long breath in. Pause just for a moment at the top of your inhale. And a long exhale out, softening the rib cage, the belly. And let's just do that a few more times. Long breath in. A little pause at the top. And a longer breath out. Take this at your own pace. Where can you soften? And now if you don't have a blanket, then this next part I'll give you an option. But if you have the blanket, bend your knees, roll back off the blanket, grab the blanket and put it right into the arch of your low back, right into that lumbar curve above the hips, above the pelvis. And let your pelvis kind of spill down so that your hips are down in front. Now again, if this is too thick, you can unroll some of it. Let your arms open out. Let your feet be as wide as your mat and your knees poking up to the sky. Bend your knees. Yep. And now a slow side to side windshield with your knees. Go slow. So it's a gentle, like massage on that low back. And again, if this feels too much, or if you don't have the blanket roll, you can just do this without it. Release all those little muscles in the connective tissue. Just let it go. And let's toe heel the feet in towards each other, keeping the knees bent. Lift your hips up into a bridge. And now slide your blanket roll, or if you have a block on the flat side, put it underneath your sacrum. So right underneath, like not your tailbone, but right underneath, like where your hips can feel heavy on the blanket roll. And now start to extend your left leg out long. Squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. Flex through the left foot. Squeeze that right knee in. Draw your left thigh down. And now extend your right leg up to the sky. Interlace your fingers right behind your right thigh. Flex through the right foot. Press the right heel up. Flex through the left foot. Press the left thigh down. So you've got like sort of this opposite action going on. Press your right hamstring into your hands as you press the right heel to the sky. Now keep all that action. Just release the hands. Slowly lower the right leg down to the ground. Push with the right heel as you slowly lower. Now both legs are on the ground. Start to bend your left knee. Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in even more. Flex that right foot. Draw the right thigh down. Release through the glutes. And now interlace your fingers right in the belly of the left thigh, the left hamstring. Reach that left heel to the sky. Soften the shoulders. Press the right thigh to the earth. As you flex your left foot, press the left thigh into the hands. And just breathe. Now keep all that. Just release the hands. Using the strength of your abdominals to control the left leg all the way down to the ground. So both legs are extended. If this bugs your back in any way or anything, get rid of the blanket roll or the block, right? Otherwise, point through your toes a lot. Reach your arms up towards the sky, and then overhead and wide open through the whole front body. Reach the fingertips back as you reach the big toes forward. Breathing. Good, and then And slowly re-bend your knees. Just come into this supported bridge pose. Feel the weight of your hips relaxing down. And now lift your seat, lift your bum, push your roll or your block down towards your feet, down towards your ankles. So like just push it down under, so it's not underneath your hips anymore. And then place your feet on top of it. So just far enough so that your feet can, so like you're sort of getting ready to go into a bridge with your feet on the roll. Take your left ankle and cross it on top into a figure 4 on top of the right knee. Now you can just stay there and feel how your low back can sort of soften and melt into the ground, and your arms can relax, shoulders can relax. Or you can add a little more sensation on that left outer hip by bringing the right foot off that roll, taking your hands either behind the right thigh or grabbing a hold of the right knee, the right shin. And then again, soften the low back. Option to bring a little bit of energy, drawing the left knee away from you. Flex that left foot. Breathe into that low back. And if you would like, add a gentle rocking side to side. Now, if your foot isn't off the roll, take it off the roll. Really, if your left foot is crossed over the right knee, everybody extend the left leg out long. It's resting, the left leg is now resting on top of that blanket. Squeeze the right knee in towards your chest. We'll take this into a gentle twist. So take the right arm out to the right and gently draw your knee across your body. Let that left leg just soften down. You can turn your head to the left for a little more grounding, or to the right for a little more like rotation through the cervical spine. And now take a long breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And as you sigh it out, soften the right shoulder, soften through the glutes, through the left leg, anywhere that you're holding. Three more breaths. Surrendering, softening. And slowly roll back onto your back. Place both feet onto your blanket or your block. Take your right ankle, cross it on top of your left knee, and either you stay there or you take the foot off the blanket and grab either the thigh or the shin. And with kind attention to what you need today, either add more by drawing the right knee away or soften in. Let that low back, sacrum, glute area just soften and feel the support beneath you soften into it. Now release the right leg, extend it out long over that blanket. Take your left arm out to the side and take your twist to the other side. Left palm is open and the left shoulder blade is just spilling down away from your ear. I like to sometimes turn my head in the same direction as where the knee goes for just some variety, and also it feels more grounding sometimes for me. And we're here for 3 long breaths. Slowly start to come back onto your back. Hug your knees both in towards your chest. Roll over onto one side and press yourself up slowly to your seat. Nice. Take your blanket roll with you. If you have it, you don't need it if you don't have one. Place it down so that it's just like below your chest. So it's like right underneath your sternum. And then we'll come into Sphinx here. So the blanket roll is just, your boobs are kind of hanging over the front of it, right? Your palms are facing down, your forearms are facing parallel to the border of the mat. And then soften your rib cage into the blanket. Soften it forward, soften through your chin. Pull the forearms back. Draw your shoulder blades back. And let that rib cage soften in. Let the chest draw forward. Reach through the big toes a little more. And now maybe here we take this into seal. So option 2, if this feels fine, push down into the hands, draw in with the low belly, and lift up a little bit higher. Yeah, only if that feels okay. Again, let the rib cage soften forward. Let the chest draw forward. Lifting up, breathing. 3, 2, and slowly lower down onto your forearms. All right. Bring your forearms, again, like in towards each other a little bit. Push up into onto all fours, and then slide your blanket roll down so that now it'll be right below your belly button, underneath your pelvis. Lay all the way down on there and let yourself just totally lay down. Fold one hand on top of the other. Turn your head to one side or let your forehead rest on the hands. The blanket roll is like, it's like under your pelvis, supporting underneath your hips. It's almost like directly underneath where your sacrum is. So now breathe into that sacrum area, the low back. Let everything soften. And we'll start to gently come up into all fours. If you have a block or your blanket, just move it forward enough. Open your knees as wide as your mat. Set your blanket so that your forehead can rest right on top of it in the wide-kneed child pose. So extend your arms out long. Adjust your blanket. It's like supporting underneath your arms, but your forehead can rest right on that that third eye spot. Feel the support and then soften into it. Let's come up into all fours. Let's slide that blanket off to the side or the block off to the side. Yeah. Coming into all fours, we're going into thread the needle here, right? So hands and knees. Take your right arm out to the side, maybe take a twist, open up, and then thread your right arm way underneath your left arm. Sink your hips, let them rest over your knees or towards your heels. Reach that right arm off to the left as far as it feels it can go. Palm is open to the sky. And then soften and rest on the right side of your head. Option here to slide your left hand down towards your right arm and add just a little bit more twist by pressing gently down into the left hand. Breathe into your middle upper back. And slowly come back up to all fours. Take that right arm up again. Open it out and place it down. And we'll take it just to the other side. So left arm, take a twist, open up, lace it underneath. Again, you can pad underneath your knees if you need to, if this is too much. Just rest on the left side of your head. Reach that left arm way over to the right as far as it wants to go. And then option, slide the right hand down towards the left arm. Add a gentle pushing down, allowing, softening. And slowly start to bring yourself back up into all fours, maybe a gentle cat and cow, or maybe like some side to side. Just move however you want to move. And now walk your hands forward just a little bit. Tuck your toes. You take your hips right up high to a down dog. If you have socks on, we won't be here long. If your socks are bothering you, take them off. Soften the knees, send the hips up and back. Push the mat forward. Take that right leg up to a three-legged dog, and then step your right foot to lizard. Take the back knee down. Take your right hand on your thigh and invite a gentle twist. Maybe let the arch of your right foot lift. Let your rib cage draw forward. Now reach that right arm back. Open that right shoulder. Option 2, if it's right, invite the foot to the hands, only if it's right for your knee. And slowly release. Keeping the foot where it is, just lengthen the leg. Give that hamstring a little love. Frame the foot with your hands. Bend into that front knee, step back, curl the back toes, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Gently step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Slowly let the right knee release to the mat. Take your left arm either to your shin or to your thigh, left thigh, or open it back, whatever feels good on that left arm. Now invite a little bit of rotation through the spine. Maybe reach that left arm back and invite the foot to the hand if it's available. And slowly release the foot if you have it. Frame your leg, your foot with your hands, lengthen that front leg. Flat back, lengthen your spine. Bend into that front knee. Curl up the back toes. Downward facing dog. Now your choice to either hold a down dog or to come into a child pose or to come forward into a plank. Fire up your thighs, hug your elbows in, lower down to chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Place your knees down. Good. And a wide knee child pose one more time. Stretch it back. And bring yourself up to your seat. Cross your legs. However you want to cross them, nice and loose. Inhale those arms, reach them up. Lift the rib cage up. Take your left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. Take a nice side stretch. Root that right sit bone down, stretch. Inhale, both arms reach up. Go to the other side. And come back. Lean back, cross your legs the other way, and just find a comfortable seat. So if you need to elevate your hips a little bit on your block or your blanket, just sit for a moment. Hands wherever you want them, shoulders relaxing. Close your eyes. Allow your breath to fill your front ribs, your side body, and your back ribs with each in-breath. And with each out-breath, soften your shoulders, your jaw, your hips, glutes. Just notice how you feel. One more full breath in and out. And gently open your eyes. Maybe let your head go side to side, little neck. Maybe roll the shoulders out a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that cracking on the headphones. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, and we are done. Yay! Let's take this off. Recording.